Irving Crutch, nice to meet you.
How do you do?
Okay to sit down?
Sure, sit.
Oh. So, got yourself a little murder, huh? The two guys over on Culver Avenue. I read about it in the paper this morning.
What about him?
I guess I should tell you I'm an insurance investigator, Trans Life Insurance.
Uh-huh.
Been with them 14 years. Started there right after college. Princeton.
Right.
So, I read about the two corpses. I figured I'd better get up there right away.
Why?
Lend a hand, or maybe vice versa.
You know something about these killings?
Yes, sir.
What?
The newspaper said you found a piece of a photograph. Is that it?
What about it?
I got another one. And if you shake down Airbox Pad, I'm pretty sure you will find a third piece.
Mr. Crutch, do you want to tell us, or do we have to pull teeth?
Will you help me?
To do what?
First, to get the piece out of Airbox Place.
Why do you want it?
Well, 3 pieces are better than 1, no?
If you have something to say, Mr. Crutch, would you say it? Otherwise, have a nice day.
Let me fill you in.
Please do.
6 years ago, in this city, in broad daylight, on a rainy afternoon in August, 4 men held up the Culver Avenue branch of the NSLA. They got away with $4 million. Do you remember the case?
Yes, I remember it. I worked on it.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I don't think I got your name.
Columbo.
Nice to meet you. Are you Italian?
Yes, I am.
Well, the leader of the gang was Italian. Anthony, Tony the Nose, Bonamico. Record as long as your arm. In fact, he just got out of Castlefield where he's serving a 5 and dime. First thing he does, this Jamook, still on parole. He holds up a bank. The 2 guns were both ex-cons, Leo De Amore and Mikey Ryan. A kid named David Stein, he was a wheelman. Now, it's his first job, and he blew it. It was raining. Did I mention it was raining?
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Car goes into a skid, hits another vehicle, causes a traffic tie-up. Squad car comes. One of the gang starts shooting. All 4 are dead within minutes. Are my facts correct so far?
They are, yeah.
My facts are always correct. But the bank money isn't there. This is just 45 minutes after the holdup, but there's not a dime in the car. Translife gets called in. Irving Crutch investigating. That's me. Result, 2 years intensive search. Nothing. Gagoons. We finally settled the claim in full. $4 million. Hello. That was bad. I don't have to tell you how bad that was. It was bad for Translife, but especially bad for Irving Crutch, who's now handling minor claims at less salary than he was making 4 years ago.
May I ask, why do you want these 3 pieces of the photograph?
Let me ask you, sir, where did the money go?
Good question.
That was the question. What happened to the money? I couldn't sleep. In fact, for 4 years, Irving Crutch has been tossing and turning, obsessed with this question. And then I finally got a break a couple months ago. I followed up on this.
How'd you follow up?
I got a copy of her will. She left everything to her sister, an old Italian lady named Lucia. Certain mementos, photographs, a photographic segment, documents, including this list of names. You should know, this is in Tony Bonamico's handwriting.
Why is it torn?
Maybe it was torn accidentally, but considering the way Bonamico cut the photo up, I figure he ripped it deliberately, and somebody else has the other part of this list. And here, also part of Mary's will, the photographic segment.
How do we know that these 2 pieces come from the same photograph?
Oh, it's no accident that both pieces are cut up, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. And it's no accident that both pieces belong to 2 names on the list. Mine came from Mary Bonamico's will, and yours came from Dillinger. Plus, yours was found in the dead hand of a 3rd name on the list, Eugene E. Erbach.
Who's Mo Weinberg?
A buddy of David Stein, the kid who screwed up the getaway. Beginning to make sense?
Not much.
He's a hood like the other 2.
What other 2?
Erbach and Dillinger. Dillinger got arrested for pushing. Erbach for burglary. Check it out.
What about these other names on the list? Do they mean anything to you?
I don't know. I just hope there are only 7. 7 puzzle pieces are enough to find, don't you think?
Mr. Crutch, once you've assembled this puzzle, then what?
I will have the exact location of the $4 million stolen from the NSLA some 6 years ago.
How do you know that?
The little old Italian lady, Mary's sister, told me. She finally remembered that the photograph showed where the treasure was. In fact, she used the Italian word tesoro.
You speak Italian.
Tesoro, treasure.
So now there are two pieces to the puzzle. What do you want from us?
I want you to help me find the other 5. Frankly, I can't keep breaking into places.
Where'd you break in?
Dillinger's an airbox a couple of times. Plus, I'm pretty sure that Weinberg knows I'm watching.
So now you want us to break into places for you?
We're talking about $4 million here. If you located it, that would be quite a feather in your cap. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Well, so do it.
Do what?
Go over airbox with a fine comb. You can do this legally. He's a victim of homicide.
Okay.
Then you'll have the third piece of the picture.
Then what?
Go after Weinberg.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to leave you this part of the list and this piece of the photograph.
You won't need them?
I've got copies. Okay, here's my card. Let me know what you decide. Detective Columbo and Detective Brown.
Just one more thing.